for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, October 8th. This is the D. Anthony Venditti Memorial, CVI Sports coverage of Seekonk Speedway, part 2, as it were. And today we're in front of the NEMA Midgets. Right now, this is driver Mike Lugel's car. I'm Pete Silva, along with Tom Ring. Tom, what's going on behind us?
Well, we were just talking to Mike Lugel, and it seems they developed an oil leak. It's an obvious oil leak. They just haven't been able to find where it is. It's kind of nice with a midget car. You just flip it on its side and you go to work. He's hoping that he can make it for time trials in the heat races today. Fortunately for him, because of the rain yesterday, it backed up the qualifying for the midget race, so all the qualifying has to happen before they can run their feature. So he actually was able to buy some time that way.
Absolutely, but it is a beautiful day, and we've got a lot of great racing action coming. So don't go away. This is CVI Sports coverage of auto racing at Seekonk Speedway. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon here at Seekonk Speedway. For CVI Sports, I'm Pete Silva, along with Tom Ring, and these are the Legends of Racing. Brought to you, well, probably the third or fourth time this season, not a regular division, of course, here at Seekonk Speedway, as we celebrate the D. Anthony Venditti Memorial Weekend, capping off 50 years and the 1995 season. On the pole, it looks like the #1 car, driven by Johnny Tripp. On the outside, no, we're trying to get a roster update now as we speak. We are, well, we're trying to get a roster on this. As they go 4 deep, the parade lap.
World of Outlaws style we're looking at right now.
The Legend cars are actually Yamaha motorcycle motors. I believe 1100cc motorcycle motors. The drivers actually are sitting directly straight center cockpit like a motorcycle.
If you want to race one of these cars, you send a check for approximately $11,000 to the dealer, and they give you a new car, brand new, fully prepared, ready to climb into and race. That's basically what Legend cars are about. It's an opportunity to race without having to build the car, without having to get into all of that. It's a one design racing. These cars are all identical other than a choice of 2 body styles. So this is for guys who want to race and they're not interested in building the car, then they want to race something that they know is instantly competitive. That's what this is all about. Ultimately, because of that, you will see incredibly competitive racing. If somebody wins here, you know it's because that's the better driver on the track.
And Tom, you mentioned 2 body styles. I think we see 3 out there today. Am I right about that?
Okay, what's the other one? Well,
we've got a boat tail.
You got the coupes, you got the coaches.
There you go.
And there's a pickup. No, I'm just kidding.
We're making their parade lap around again. You'll have to pardon us, ladies and gentlemen. We have a late, last minute
Yeah, these guys
roster. We don't really have a full, complete roster yet as to who's in what car.
Yeah, these guys come from all over the place, and they run it. They have a few home tracks. Riverhead, New York, Stafford Speedway runs Legend cars. So they come from a lot of different tracks, and because of that, there's a lot of duplicate numbers. It was really next to impossible to get a comprehensive lineup together. So if we don't know who's in a car, our apologies. We'll do the best we can. There are some interesting folks out there. Johnny Tripp being one of them. He's running on the pole. Look for the number 23 car, because that's 1995 Pro Stock champion Bobby Tripp, who's out there, well back in the pack, but he's going to go out and have some fun.
Father-son team, as it were. As we get ready for the green flag, the legends of racing are underway here at Seekonk Speedway. These cars are loud as they scream around this quarter-mile oval. Johnny Tripp in the 1 car, the 04 car being piloted. We'll try to get a word for you on that 04. We don't have it on our roster. But Tripp is way out in the lead right now. Johnny Tripp in the 1 car. Clear sailing for that driver. About a 3-car lap, 3-car distance, excuse me, between Tripp in the 1 and his nearest competitor. The 76 car of Jag Palmer out of Berlin, Connecticut is the nearest competitor, that blue and white car behind Tripp. That's Jag's Palmer, the 76 car.
76X to be exact. There is a 76 car as well, which kind of further adds to the confusion. The 76 car is driven by Frank Manafort.
I'll tell you, Tom, these cars do look great. You got to admit it. You can actually see the fans circulating inside there in the grill. That number 1 car. These, I believe, are radiator cooled, and we're about to see a yellow. We've got a car stopped between turns 3 and 4. No, they were out of the way. They are out of the way. And again, I believe these are liquid-cooled cars.
FJ 1100 motors from Yamaha Super Bikes. Sealed motors, you can't get into the motors at all. You just, like I said, you buy the car, they give you setup information. You work on setting the car up yourself. Of course, that's part of going fast is to be able to dial the cars in.
And the rest is really up to you getting a sponsor and livery to paint on the sides of the car.
There is kind of a rule of ascension with these cars. You can run as a semi-pro, a charger, up to a pro division, and then they have a masters division for older drivers. But what's the same as you would move up in motocross racing or motorcycle road racing from kind of a novice division up to the experts. That's the way they divide you, because after all, the cars are identical.
And again, there's Johnny Tripp. He's in lap traffic right now, but he is your leader in that number 1 Legend car as he makes his way around the straight. It's a good shot of the number 7. Well, we got 2 number 7s. Our guess, Tom, as to who was in that one.
One of the problems with the 5/8 scale coupe bodies and coach bodies that these cars run is there's not a lot of room to put a number on them.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, our apologies. We have not been provided a full roster for this division here. But truly entertaining it is. Once again, this is CVI Sports coverage of the D. Anthony Venditti Festival of Racing. Jack Roots, ABC auto racing broadcaster, heavily involved in this division of racing.
He's one of the distributors for these cars, and he actually, you can see him doing college football. One of his sponsors is the University of Connecticut Huskies, which is certainly interesting sponsorship.
Well, we have him listed as driving the 14 car right now. At the halfway point, this is a 30-lap race, and now we've got a blown motor. We've got a blown motor with flames. That car is on fire right now, although the fire looks like it's been extinguished, self-extinguished. That is, I can't get a number on that car, but it brings us under yellow. It looks like the number 7, possibly one of the number 7s.
We don't want to speculate on who that might be at this point.
Driver is okay.
Let's make sure he's all right.
Well, we have 2 7s on our roster. Fred Vordermeer or Scott Foster. Scott Foster, we've got Scott Foster in that white 7 car right now as the track crews attend to him and the car. The car is being, it looked like the car actually was self-extinguished, but it did go up in a lot of smoke and then a burst of flame before it went up into the wall.
And obviously, once the car was involved like that, he couldn't see where he was going and ended up heading directly into the wall.
We are looking for a replay now as they take the lid off of that automobile. We'll spray it down. There we go. Flames really engulfing that car from underneath. Very dramatic shot indeed as we see Scott Foster heading right for the wall.
There you have it. Once again, a great shot from our camera operators here at CVI. It's Walt Sawyer on that camera. Good job, Walt.
Oh, Danny McNamara just missed the trip in the back end. And Tripp stick both hands out.
And we are under red right now. We have stopped the race. As we are attending, the track crews attend to Scott Foster in that number 7 car. We have no word on his condition yet. The ambulance is in place. We'll try to get word as soon as we can. Right now, we're going to take a quick break, but don't go away. There's a lot more coming. This is CVI Sports.
For these cars, and we will wait for the restart to be lined up. Marshal, they're
Your first time as a Junior Achievement Elementary School volunteer can be a little scary. Can you get kids that young to think about their futures? Call us about volunteering, and you'll see. We'll supply you with training for this new program, and the kids will supply plenty of motivation.
If you want to turn your car or truck into something really special, you just might need this, or this, or this. If so, you need Zeeks. Zeeks has all kinds of performance parts at great prices to maximize the potential of your car or light truck. Who knows, with enough practice and Zeeks performance parts, you just might be doing this. Zeeks Custom Auto, Route 44, North Dighton, 508-252-4312.
Thanks for rejoining us, ladies and gentlemen. This is CVI Sports coverage of auto racing at Seekonk Speedway. We're back underway with the Legends of Racing, Sunday, October 8th, the final day of racing at Seekonk Speedway. I'm Pete Silva with Tom Ring. There you see Jags Palmer in that blue and white 76. Johnny Tripp on the outside in the 1 car, challenging in this little division. Sort of an exhibition race, 30 laps at Seekonk.
I'm sure it's no exhibition for these guys. These guys are just, they're out here to race.
Well, this division is out to prove themselves, too, trying to garner as many tracks as they can under their belt. And we're going to see a yellow on turn 4, completely spun around that number 23 car.
That's Bobby Tripp.
Bobby Tripp.
He got that out of his system.
The 95 points champion at Seekonk Speedway. In the Pro Stock division, of course. We're under green still. Jags Palmer in that 76X. You see 2 blue cars, but the 76X on the one on the outside of Johnny Tripp and that black number 1 are battling it out as they volley between first and second.
Frank Manafort's looking to get to the inside of Danny McNamara. Obviously, a team car with the 76X of Palmer. Johnny Tripp, he is working to the inside now, and it's working out a lot better for him as they start to approach lap practice traffic. There you go, inside the 06 car. It's another driver we don't have a name on, our apologies, but Johnny Tripp's trying to get away from those 76 twin cars.
And Tom, you know, we were talking about the colors in the livery, and I think you're right. I think, for instance, those 76 cars, that color is much too modern for an automobile that looks like this. That metal flake blue.
They got the passing flag out, making room for Johnny Tripp. Johnny Tripp's been really successful. He's run primarily at Stafford in his car. He's been racing all season, won a number of races down there.
And in this division, the cars, I believe, move to the inside when they need to get out of the way.
Well, there's plenty of room at Seekonk Speedway to pass people for these cars.
Tripp is really tearing up the circuit in that black number 1. You see him there. Johnny Tripp, a Pro Stock driver extraordinaire, veteran indeed at Seekonk Speedway.
There he is, lapping Jack Arute. Obviously, Jackaroo doesn't get a lot of time in his car. He's pretty busy on weekends.
Johnny Tripp still commanding the lead now. There's a nice wide shot of the field. The 33 car was in a little trouble earlier.
Johnny Tripp's really begun to open up a lead now. This is home for him.
Well, he knows this track better than anyone, or just about anyone in this field right now, with only 2 laps to go. The legends of racing here at Seekonk Speedway. A huge gap between Tripp and you see those blue 76 cars, the blue and white 76 teams. The white flag is out, 1 lap to go for Mr. Tripp.
Boy, and there's a good battle for second and third. Dan McNamara right now sandwiched between Palmer and Manafort.
Johnny Tripp takes the checker flag in the Legends of Racing 30-lap race here at Seekonk Speedway. Veteran driver here at Seekonk. He's done well, Tom, in the Legends cars every time they've been out here this season as well.
Well, it's no surprise because he is one of the fastest Legend drivers around here. And he knows Seekonk better than most of them because he's run on a semi-regular basis here in his pro stock as well.
We've got our camera going down to the track right now, trackside.
That'll be fun. Get a good look at this little car. They look great until you see the head there, and then it's like
the scale is strange, but there you go. There's a great looking. Look, he's got Seekonk Speedway painted on the side of that car as well, the #1 car. Johnny Tripp. Legends of Racing here at Seekonk, a real treat. They are a lot of fun, and boy, they look terrific.
It's a welcome sight. We've seen, talk about legends, we've seen Johnny Tripp and Billy Clark take a ride with checkered flags today, which is kind of neat.
A legend indeed. Johnny Tripp with a Legends of Racing win here Sunday afternoon. The final day of racing for the 50th year of Seekonk Speedway, 1995. And it's a beautiful afternoon. Partly sunny skies, high of about 65 or so this afternoon as he makes his victory lap. A lot of fun. I'm Pete Silva along with Tom Ring. And we've had a lot of fun this season, Tom.
We sure have. Our wild season. It
has. Our maiden voyage here at CVI Sports, covering auto racing at Seekonk Speedway. And thanks to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, you've let us continue through this season, and we will be back in 1996. Tripp making his victory lap again. Making his way down the back straight.
Gonna go hop in his pro stock. You know?
Pro stock's coming up, as you know. 100 laps of racing for the pro stock division with a $10,000 purse as they wrap up the 1995 season. But we're not ready to wrap up yet. Don't go away. This is CVI Sports.
It set the standard in do-it-yourself books, but now we've made the best even better. Introducing the all-new Home Repair and Improvement series from Time Life Books. Everything about this new series is designed to help you do your projects faster, easier, better. New color illustrations walk you through every project step by step. New safety tips help you avoid injury. New caution boxes alert you to the most common mistakes, and a new spiral binding lets you lay books flat for easier use. So now you can save money, get professional results, and create the kind of home you've always wanted without paying professional prices. Begin this feature-packed new series with your first book at a great low price. Right now, Decks, Porches, and Patios is just $1.99. Discover how easy it is to build a deck, from starting the platform to setting the beams, to create something your family will enjoy for years. Learn the tricks of the trade for putting in a concrete or brick patio, and screening in a porch for cool comfort all summer long. Coming books will show you other projects, like how to remodel your kitchen with custom countertops. You can tell at a glance what tools and materials you need to install a new bath, and do it right the first time. Call now to examine decks, porches, and patios, free for 15 days. Keep it for the special low TV price of just $1.99. Use your credit card and get this Stanley tape measure absolutely free. Then about every month, another volume will follow. Keep only those you want. The new Home Repair and Improvement series from Time Life Books. We've made the best even better.
Call 1-800-923-5577 now to examine decks, porches, and patios free for 15 days. Keep it for just $1.99 plus shipping. Use your credit card order and get a free Stanley tape measure. Introducing the all-new Home Repair and Improvement series from Time Life Books. Call now 1-800-923-5577.
Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Auto Racing at Seekonk Speedway, brought to you by Zeke's Custom Auto, courtesy of CVI Sports, and it's the D. Anthony Venditti Memorial, the Festival of Racing weekend, capping off 1995's season, their 50th year at Seekonk. I'm Pete Silva, along with Tom Ring, and these are the sportsman cars. There's the number 6 car starting on the pole right now. It's Kenny Colvin. On the outside of Kenny, can't get a handle on the number. There you go, the number 9 car right now of Paul Van Ness. Bill Roach is our track reporter today, substituting for John Horgan, who's been with us all season long. We thank Bill for being available for us.
Bit of some confusion on the starting lineup right now. They're just readjusting a couple of people in the wrong spot. As you can see, Skip Shoemaker is just pulled over to the pit entrance to kind of figure out what's going on.
Well, he's getting a tech inspection as well. Shoemaker in that 20 car was actually getting a technical inspection. The ARC official, Auto Racing Club official, checking that car over. This is the final sportsman race for the 1995 season, as they say. This is for the pot of gold.
50 laps. Going to be fun.
Which is, of course, an extended race for these cars. It is the number 12 car. The Black Magic of Bobby Pellin Jr., who is in the points hunt second, I believe, coming into this this night's racing, rather. The number 4 car right there. Ray Alexander, a great racer indeed. Got a feature under his belt. Is not in the points hunt, though, at this point.
Starting in 14th, so that's certainly far enough back to make for an interesting afternoon. Or 15th, I should say.
There you see the 13th
or 16th
car.
even. Gee, they're going back as we...
Rich McRae in the 13 car right there. Ron Reed in the 89.
I still got him in 14th, even though they list him in 16th, so...
Al Rodriguez eyeing the field as the green flag drops. We're underway. Vanessa, the 9 car, as you see, gets an early lead, jumps right ahead of the competition. But the 95 car wasting no time at all. Bill Manchester dropping down single file into second place. Manchester in the 90, oh, excuse me, that is the 96 car. I could not see the graphic as Tom, my partner, is telling me. Robert Clark in the 96. Robert Clark in the 96 now in second place. Behind Vanessa in the 9 and the number 6 and Norm Holden.
Richard McRae getting loose already, trying to stay to the inside. He's currently in 4th. Following the car of Kenny Colvin.
Well, they've got 50 laps to go for the pot of gold at the end of this Sportsman Division race. The 1995 season, the final time around for these cars.
Great effort by Paul Van Ness to qualify in the pole today. He's 25th in the points.
Vanessa, of course, your leader in the number 9 car. Robert Clark in the 96. Norm Holden in the number 6 car. Rich McRae in the 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, as you see it. Making their way down the front stretch right now into turn 1.
And I believe that they're giving Skip Shoemaker the black flag right now, so...
Shoemaker in the 20 car, as you saw previously, was getting a tech inspection time.
Sure looks like it. It's always hard to tell because they signal the number to the driver. Of course, we can't pick that up from this vantage point. But yeah, he is moving to the outside now to leave the track. That's unfortunate. I think they had their opportunity to send him off, and they didn't. So I don't know what the change of mind was there, but for the moment, Skip Shoemaker's in the pits.
Still your leader is the number 9 and Paul Van Ness. The leaders go single file, that inside groove. Vanessa looking good. Clark in the 96. As they work their way into turn 4.
Of course, this is only the second opportunity these guys have had to run for 50 laps. So I think you'll see a bit of conservative racing in the beginning, but I think we can count on the fact that as they approach 50 laps, they get by the halfway point, that things are going to open up a little. There's a lot of fast cars running near the front, nose to tail. Guys are waiting to see what happens.
And of course, this division getting better every single season, getting closer and competitively speaking to the pro stocks. There you see Alexander in the number 4 car, always runs very, very well here.
Yeah, we're trying to keep an eye on them. We don't want them sneaking up on us again.
If you blink, before you know it, Alexander has a tendency to break the top 5 at least. 53 car now on the inside, the infield, getting himself back underway. That's Steve Taylor.
Yeah, he just waited for the field to pass so we wouldn't be penalized for cutting through the infield.
But still, the 9 car of Vanessa is your leader. 96 of Robert Clark as the gap opens now between the top 3.
Vanessa sure has that car working well today.
Len Fireball Young in the 99, midfield. And there's Vanessa again, running very, very well. He's got a lock on that inside. Rich McRae down on the infield. Could we have predicted it, Tom? He's been running loose.
Yeah, he finally came around. He was running up towards the front. Richard McRae has been an exuberant driver this year. He's run fast, run well, but he has had his problems.
Earlier in the seasons, it was doubtful whether or not he could stay on the track for an entire race.
Well, he's learned a lot, and he's certainly done a good job. It will be interesting to watch him next year.
And still a lot of clean air for your leader, Vanessa, in that number 9. There you see him making his way down the back straight here at Seekonk Speedway. This is CVI Sports coverage. I'm Pete Silva, along with Tom Ring, Bill Roach, our track reporters, filling in for John Horrigan on the final weekend of racing in Seekonk. Sunday afternoon, October 8th. Sunny skies, beautiful day of racing. Holden in that 6 car, red, white, and blue. Ron Reed in the 89 challenging him. Boy, he's really going bumper to bumper.
And Dean Petty is right behind Ron Reed, so it's 3 cars that are running closely together at the moment as Vanessa continues to pull away.
And Vanessa is behind McRae in the 13. McRae, remember, is in the rear of the field. That is lap traffic.
There's another good shot of Reed and the number 6 car, Kenny Colvin. That's a good battle going on. We can keep an eye on here with Dean Petty also in the picture.
Colvin, the 89. Reed, Petty, 57, fighting it out mid-pack.
Check on the leader again.
They're running very, very well in this extended race, 50 laps in the Sportsman.
This is the battle for 3rd we're looking at right now here between Colvin, Reed, and Petty. Little smoke there. I don't know if that was tire smoke off of Petty's car or...
Shot at your leader. Vanessa now getting down underneath McRae. McRae is lap traffic. Again, keep an eye. Yes, Tom, I think Petty's in trouble. I think that 57 car of Dean Petty's got some troubles.
Yeah, that looks like oil.
We'll keep an eye on the officials and their determination on Dean Petty's situation. And McRae running kind of down low, surprising because he is lap traffic. There's no sense in running down into the hunt like that.
Well, he should stay out of the way. We got a yellow flag now. And I think this is a track condition situation.
Got some debris coming off the turn 4 on the
And you may have heard in the background the track announcers saying that there is debris. We haven't been able to get an eye on it, but coming out of turn 4, there is some debris bringing us under yellow. There we go. There it is.
McRae in the back of Ronald Reed very deliberately as he pushes Ronald Reed to the back of Kenny.
My goodness, and we get a little bit, we got all kinds of action. Debris on the track, Petty with his oil problem, and McRae and Ron Reed tangle up on turn 4. Ron Reed in the 89, McRae in the 13. do a bump and grind on turn 4. McRae now being sent to the pits. McRae, and my guess, Tom, and again, we don't see this on the screen right now, McRae is being, I think, thrown out of the race. There we go.
Yeah, sure looks like it.
He is getting thrown out of the race for unsportsmanlike conduct. See, it looked like he, from our vantage point, and we didn't get it on camera, but from our vantage point, it looked like he deliberately slammed into Ron Reed in the 89 car. McRae goes off now, and the number 13, his season is over. McRae going into the pits, barely missing a car as he was going very fast going into the speeds, barely missing one of the other drivers, and now we get someone else getting off. 57, Dean Petty, but his is not an infraction as opposed to a technical inspection because of smoke coming out of his car. Well, Rich McRae getting thrown out of the race, as simply put as it can be put.
Yeah, and I think Petty was actually involved in that little altercation as well, possibly as just an innocent victim or bystander, but he was right there when Reed had to move high. Of course, they were running so close together.
We still got over halfway.
But we've got our first restart situation here, and Paul Van Ness has been in control so far, so we're going to see what Robert Clark can do about it.
Well, it's a 50-lap race, Tom, and of course the strategies are different than your regular Saturday evening racing at Seekonk.
We've seen a lot of pushing
And we're seeing we will see as the race unfolds just how much these drivers have developed a strategy and what drivers will be able to
there you have
stick
the
to it.
number 2 car of Dave Titus going into the pits now. Being led back out again. Skip Shoemaker in the 20 coming back out again, and the 93 car coming back out again. We don't have a roster on the 93 car. We will find out who it is as soon as we can.
Rainbow Rentals.
At number 93, we get a word for you on that.
Greg Doback picks up the price for the 28.
Here's your leader, the number 9 of Paul Van Ness. 96 car of Robert Clark. 1 and 2.
31 is JNR Precast. Number 32.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are thrilled that you've been with us all season long for CVI Sports coverage of racing at Seekonk Speedway. The 93 car we're reporting now is Scott Fournier. Scott Fournier, that 93, he's back out again, along with Skip Shoemaker. We're going to take a quick break right now. Don't go away. This is CVI Sports.
Followed by 3D Millwright and Rigging, Hollister Auto Body, and Theo.
I'm Jack Bucket. You'll be as excited as I am about this remarkable collection of authentic old-time caps. Look at this beauty, an exact replica of the one Ty Cobb wore, hand-stitched in wool, complete with a horsehide headband. Own the caps of Ruth, Musial, DiMaggio, Cobb, Mays, or any of your favorite Hall of Fame players. Only $29.99 each, plus postage and handling. To order, call American Values at 1-800-379-5525.
We're back underway, ladies and gentlemen. CVI Sports coverage of Sportsman Division here at Seekonk Speedway, and we've got problems. Immediately, we've got a blown motor, it looks like, on the 53, possibly, Tom. Can you give us word on that? A lot of smoke coming out of that car as he drops down now into the infield.
Absolutely, and the way he's handling the car is an indication of that.
I would be also...
Well, that car is for sale, Tom. I'm not sure I'd want to buy it at this point.
Well, I bet you the price just went down.
That's Steve Taylor in that 53.
That's unfortunate because at the front of the field, it looked like Clark was making his move to the inside of Van Ness, and I don't know that he could have made a pass, but certainly there was some activity. Again, restarts are so important here, and they seem to be more important today than they usually are. Certainly in this race, Van Ness has been running away with it.
Some track conditions there, possibly some oil on the track.
This looks like possibly fluid because it looks like a lot more on the track than an
oil pan would hold. That's for sure.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say, Pete. Coolant, water, you know that stuff. H2O.
A little more than 6 quarts or so of oil on that track right now, as it takes the entire track crew to go around to oil dry it, if you will, if we can use the term oil. Speedy dry is the marketing term, anyway.
Speedy Dry is a brand name,
yeah,
not
it is
to
a brand
be
name.
used unless it's Speedy Dry brand
Is a
oil
side of
dry
of Mr. Strella's 45 car. We're getting silly here, Tom and I. I'm Pete Silva.
Well, it's about time, isn't it?
As we are wrapping up another tremendous season of racing at Seekonk Speedway. Our first here for CVI Sports, the 50th for Seekonk Speedway. And we would like to right now thank Adrienne Venditti, Irene Venditti, Francis Venditti, all for allowing us into this family-owned track this year. It's been wonderful. It's not over yet for Saturday afternoon, October 8th, the D. Anthony Venditti Memorial Festival of Racing weekend. Still coming up, the Pro Stock 100-lap race for a $10,000 purse. The Pro Stock division, Tom, has already wrapped up their points race, though, for 1995.
They have a champion. That is an open show, and there are a lot of guys. There's a lot of visitors today. That's the reason that their points championship was wrapped up last Friday night. For the other Seekonk Speedway divisions, this is the finale. And with that in mind, maybe we should talk about points, because Bobby Leclerc is the guy who's in the lead with 742. Bobby Pelland has 700. So there's definitely there's a points battle going on right now. Bobby Pelland is running, and this is highly unofficial. He's running in 7th position, and Bobby Leclerc is probably a good 8 positions behind that, or 6 positions behind.
There we have our standings now. Leclerc, number 42 car first. Pelland, 42 points behind him. Scully, who ironically is on the outside of Pelland right now, midfield in this race with 672. Scott Estrella, 670. Joe Perry with 652. We're back under green. We had a chance a couple of weeks ago on the CVI Sportsman, which airs Saturday morning at 11:30 on the ESPN2 network, to interview Bobby Pelland Jr. He is excited to just get a feature under his belt, which he has not been able to do all the 95 season. But he has been in the hunt for the points championship. There you see the leader right now, 9 car of Vanessa. And did I just see Ray Alexander in the 4 car, Tom?
Yeah, he's out there. As a matter of fact, he's in 5th at the moment. Kenny Colvin has also done a great job to move into 2nd. And there you go again. Those starts are so important. They change the complexion of the race.
There's Ray Alexander in that 4 car. Always makes his way through the field.
Ed Gannon Jr., let's not forget him. He started in 10th. He's moved up to 3rd, so he deserves a lot of credit as well. These guys are also making a good race out of it.
And now dropped back completely off the pace is Clark in the 96 car.
Yeah, you'd have to wonder if there's something mechanical going on there. But what I want to see is if guys like Gannon and Alexander, who are moving up so quickly, if they can get some clean track between them and Vanessa, can challenge Vanessa for the lead.
Petty and Shoemaker now getting reports that they are out of the race. As Shoemaker now down the back straight, working his way to the pits. Once again, Skip Shoemaker in the 20 car.
Tough day for him, right from the start.
Paul Vanessa in the number 9 car, still holding back the rest of the field.
Here's Ed Gannon. He's moving around Colvin into 2nd position, and he's immediately going off after Vanessa. I think Alexander will be right behind.
Alexander in that 6 car, making his way around Ken Colvin in the red, white, and blue number 6, who I mistakenly called Norm Holden. It's been a long season.
And a long day.
You gotta forgive me for that, ladies and gentlemen.
But there's all kinds of cars moving to the front now. We talked about strategy, and it's unfolding. Bobby Pelland is also right on Colvin's tail. The 08 car, Rob Murray, is also challenging him. They're making a sandwich right now.
And sideways, Ray Alexander gets hit. He goes sideways. He got hit by Colvin in the 6 car, sending him up very, very high. Now Colvin's starting to get sideways. This is a slugfest. You may think they were racing for the $10,000 purse that the Pro Stocks are going to be racing for.
Ken Colvin is dirt tracking his car around. Watch this guy as he comes out of the corners and into the corners. He's got that car working sideways. He's not going to be able to do that very long. Look at this stuff.
My goodness.
It's great to watch, but it's not the way to win a 50-lap race. Right now what he's doing is holding Ray Alexander back, and we got a battle for the lead that we have to pay attention to right here, Pete.
Volleying back and forth, it's the number 9 car of Paul Vanessa. Look at that as the A car drops him. trying to take advantage of it as they slingshot through that turn. What a great job Ed Gannon III is doing in that blue number 8. He is really breathing fire down the neck of Vanessa, the number 9.
And Bobby Pellin's in 3rd at the moment. Glenn Young is in 4th, Rob Murray in 5th. Those are all drivers who've made their way up through the field.
Ray Alexander now, look at that, he's getting pushed. Rather, he's pushing Colvin. Those two are really doing the bump and grind. There is no mercy between the two of them as Alexander gets down underneath now.
Whoa, nice job by Joe Perry there in the number 3 car. He was to the outside, but as soon as he saw Alexander start to move underneath Colvin, he dove down to try to take advantage of the same move. In the meantime, Gannon is still chasing Vanessa.
Back and forth they go, but Vanessa will not let go of his tenacious lead.
There's a battle for 3rd between Glenn Young and Bobby Pellin, too. You need more eyes than I have to watch this race.
Vanessa got a little loose. Gannon is taking advantage of it. Vanessa did get loose, lost some time off the pace. Gannon now on the outside as he goes very high into turn 4. Glenn Young in the 99, down underneath both of them. There you go, there's Alexander and Peary. Ray Alexander with a tremendous amount of left quarter damage.
Oh, there's an accident on the front straight.
And this brings us under, now I'm not surprised, we are under caution, and there you go, Ken Colvin in the 6 car. Is sideways.
He finally lost it. It kind of came around and got into Billy Manchester, the number 95 car, right down below the booth.
And there's still a lot of that fluid drying material, that sand type material on the track, which does not make things easy. There's Colvin in the 6. You see the 15 car.
That's Robert Wright.
Excuse me,
Kenny
16.
Banford. Robert Wright. I'm confused.
The 16 car, Rob Wright, he got sideways, some debris there.
That was, as I said, that was great driving by Colvin, but you just can't keep that up. That was putting too much stress on that right rear tire, and sooner or later the car was going to come around. And he didn't actually come all the way around, but he lost control sufficiently to get into Manchester and collect a couple other cars in the bargain, which is unfortunate.
And contact was made. So there you have your leader right now still. A little shot of debris there. You know, a little bit of debris like that can go a long way in damaging an automobile, and they really do have to stop a race for instances like that. But the number 9 car, your current leader, now we see the 99 car in the hunt of Glenn Young, and of course the blue number 8 who's been challenging for that tenacious lead. The number 8 car driven by Ed Gannon III. We'll look for a replay right now, what brought us under this yellow. There you see Alexander, Tom.
Colvin was kind of behind this action, obviously enough. There you go.
There's Colvin going way high up, just nearly avoiding the wall. Great shot of Ken Colvin.
By that time, he had already been into Manchester and already lost control. Scott Fournier was involved, obviously, and as we mentioned before, Robert Wright. Basically just cars that were collected.
Robert Wright getting sideways there. Well, while we're under yellow here in the Sportsman Division, we're going to take a quick pause for the cause. Please don't go away. This is CVI Sports.
If you want to turn your car or truck into something really special, you just might need this, or this, or this. If so, you need Zeeks. Zeeks has all kinds of performance parts at great prices to maximize the potential of your car or light truck. Who knows? With enough practice and Zeeks performance parts, you just might be doing this. Zeeks Custom Auto, Route 44, North Dighton, 508-252-4312.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, for the Sportsman Division race under green here at Seekonk Speedway. I'm Pete Silva. Tom Ring along with this Bill Roach, our track reporter this afternoon. And you see the battle going on now, 3 deep down the back straight. Paul Vanessa in the 9, Glenn Young taking advantage down underneath. Glenn Young in the 99 car as they get contact. 5 laps to go in this 50-lap feature, the final one for 1995 at Seekonk Speedway. Glenn Young in the 99 car from Mansfield, Massachusetts, one of our CVI broadcast affiliates.
Rob Murray and Joe Perry make up second and third positions, and Bobby Pellin runs in fourth.
My
right
goodness.
now, Paul Van Ness, he's fallen all the way back to like sixth position.
My goodness, as I was about to say, Tom, and you said it, things have changed dramatically here after this yellow. Glenn Young now has really opened up a lead for himself in that black and red 99.
I believe this would be Young's first victory of the season. He's run really well here, but he hasn't been able to pull off a win yet.
What a sweet victory it would be. The final one for 1995, a 50-lap extended race with 2 laps to go. There you see the 08 of Murray. Glenn Young, though, with the 99, clearly your leader, getting down to the white flag.
Joe Perry, there you see him trying to get to the outside, looking to take second position with 1 lap to go.
Midfield, things have changed dramatically.
Perry taking 1 more run at right behind Young. There you see it.
Looking for the checker flag coming down the front straight. It's Glenn Young in the 99 car coming out of nowhere to take the win. And not even in the top 5, I believe, was Paul Van Ness in the 9, who led the race for so long. And Ed Gannon, the number 8, did even less well than
worse.
Or worse.
Great job by Glenn Young. He started this race in 21st.
Glenn Young in that 99 car.
He had to make it through the consi. It was just a great job.
And look at that, Tom. He's breathless as he's ready to take the checker flag and the victory lap. His first for the 1995 season.
Get it in the
get
first.
That car into gear.
Doesn't matter. Just grind it in there. You got to win.
Any gear will do as long as it's a forward gear.
Beautiful car. He kept it out of trouble. I think that was so important in this race today. There are a lot of guys who just figured that, there is no tomorrow. There's a winter to fix it. Just go for it. And he was able to avoid all that and move all the way up through the field and then take the victory. Great job.
What a job indeed as he takes his victory lap amongst some of the other sportsman cars. The final race for 1995 in this division here at Seekonk Speedway. Great job indeed. Glenn Fireball Young from Mansfield, Massachusetts, one of the CVI Sports towns. A congratulatory handshake from Al Rodriguez, the starter.
Thumbs up to our viewers.
Well, we still have a lot more to go here at Seekonk Speedway. Sunday afternoon, October 8th.
We're very, very fortunate to...
We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back. This is CVI Sports.
We've had a couple of occasions to enjoy. And there is nobody that enjoys...
Whatever it is, do it till you're satisfied. Go on and do it till you're satisfied. Whatever it is, do it.
Welcome back, everyone. We're at Seekonk Speedway, the D. Anthony Venditti Memorial Race, ready for midget racing, 50 laps with the NEMA midgets here at Seekonk. And then you see a 47 Curtis Orphy that's operating as the pace car today. We already have one car that's looking to get bump started again, must have stalled out. That's the number 62 car, Keith Botello. There you see the wrecker right there as the pace car makes its way past Botello. On the pole today, number 30, Paul Scally, the ex-mini sprint driver, sits on the pole to his outside, the veteran Bentley Warren and the number 29 midget. Then Joey Coy in the number 94, the 38B of Great Flar, and Noki Finoro in the number 81. There's your top 5. Paul Scally, a young driver, and he's got the veteran Bentley Warren on his outside, so it'll be, I'm sure it's an exciting moment for him.
Well, it looks like they'll be looking for the green next time around for 50 laps of competition here at the Seekonk Speedway.
Yeah, we're working at the moment. I'm doing play-by-play, and I've been joined by Dave Balzer, who's going to provide color for the midgets in our 100-lap Pro Stock feature. Dave Balzer, you've seen a lot of racing over the years, huh, Dave?
Yeah, that vintage midget that was out earlier, I hate to say, I think I watched that race years ago at the Westboro Speedway.
Dave Balzer does a lot of PR work for NASCAR North. Babe Branscombe, the Meservey brothers, Dan Jr. running NASCAR North these days. He also called the Pro 4 race over the PA system today. You followed the Pro 4s for a number of years.
Yes, I started announcing the Pro 4s in 1987, and then a couple of years ago we changed on and moved to bigger and better things. But it's always great to watch the Pro 4 series along with the midgets here, as the midgets are looking to put on a great show.
Oh yeah, it's been a great show today, and we've seen a lot of action already, and the two biggest races of the night are yet to come. This is our feature race on tonight's show, the midgets, and we're looking to see the green. There they go. Paul Scally holds the lead going through turn 1. The number 94 car, that's Joey Coy. He's moved into second place, battling with Bentley Warren at the moment. Nice clean start for the midgets. Nice job by Scally, too. Joey Coy moves into second. Now he's after Scally.
Great 5-car battle off turn 4.
Yeah, they're wasting no time. The 81 car as well, Noki Finoro. He won the last midget race here.
Looks like the 29 of Bentley Warren is off the pace.
Yeah, Bentley Warren, the car looks definitely not working for him. He's dropped back, he's to the outside. We're staying under green. Paul Scally's holding the lead, but the night might be over for Bentley Warren.
Yellow now comes out on the racetrack as Warren slides the car to the infield.
We'll take a quick look. I think that's the reason for the yellow, Dave.
I think the number 9 is sitting in the infield. That's the white car.
Get a better look at that in the infield, and who that might be.
It might be the 6 car. I might be reading the top of the wing wrong.
Yeah, that's Paul Lawless, the number 6 car, and I think you might be right, Dave. Good look at Paul Scally.
Well, they had time trials earlier in the day, and Drew Finoro in the 45 set fast time, and he's probably running about the 10th spot, so you might want to keep an eye on that car.
Absolutely. Always want to keep an eye on the Finoros. Remember seeing Paul Scally running at Sugar Hill Speedway probably about 4 or 5 years ago in a 500cc Honda-powered mini sprint. And this is a big jump, but he's run well with the NEMA midgets. A young driver, but he knows the fast way around.
Anybody that can hold off the Finoros is doing a great job.
That's Noki in second again. Joey Coy is in third. The 38B car, Greg Clark. Of course, when we were back in May, Greg Clark was involved in a pretty, I won't say serious because he was all right, but it was definitely a hard crash into the wall with Jeff Horn, who currently sits in 6th position, or 7th, I'm sorry.
Well, it looks like we may go to green off the 4th corner this time around.
Yeah, they start a single file start after the first lap here, and this will be green. Finoro looks to go to the inside, but Scally holds him off. He's opened up a good 3-car lead at the moment.
Joey Coy holding down the 3rd position.
And there goes Finoro around on the outside, coming into turn 3. Getting a little bit loose there, but he takes the lead over Scally.
Boy, he almost lost it between turns 3 and 4, but he gathered it back in.
Yeah, that was fun to watch. Scally's really going after him. A little bit of tire smoke off the rear wheel as he goes into the corners. And now Clark challenges for 3rd position. Finoro's opened up a healthy lead at the moment for this early in the race. This is kind of the same thing he did when he was here in May. There's a shot that'll give you the indication of just how fast these cars are moving. Keep an eye on Finoro. Already these cars they're lapping already.
I'm surprised Finoro has just moved into the 11th position. He hasn't moved up higher in the field yet.
There's Joey Payne in the number 3. He was here earlier today in an exhibition race in a super modified.
You notice on some of the race cars, the left front tire is never on the racing surface through the turns.
Yeah, that's incredible. These cars, so much side bite. We've talked about high traction at some of the smaller cars, and that's certainly the case with these cars, because they run a lot of horsepower in these 4-cylinder motors. Another shot of Payne as he goes by the start-finish line. But there's Finoro, in control at the moment. Paul Scally still holds down second place. Joey Coy hasn't been able to challenge him yet.
Then it looks like the 38B of Greg Fly having a good run today.
Lapping Jason Rochelle there. Because this is a touring class, there is a lot of, these drivers have to get used to a lot of different tracks. Some drivers do that better than others. So they generally do spread out, but these guys respect each other, and it's good, clean racing. Right now, he's looking to get to the inside of Chuck Welling out of Rentham, Massachusetts.
Drivers are doing a great job. They're running 2 and sometimes 3 wide on the straightaways and the turns as well. So.
Yeah, this is a place they can do that. Nice and wide here. Great track for midgets. Finoro gets to the inside.
Boy, he got out of shape coming off turn 2. He falls back to either the 4th or 5th position.
Scally still looks to be holding second. We got a crash up into turn 3, coming out of turn 3. There you see it.
4 cars are involved, 3 cars involved heavily with another car sliding in at the last moment. Tough break is it could have taken out more cars. It looks like the number 30, your early race leader.
Yeah, Paul Scally was involved in that. That's the number 50 car. A little bit of flame there coming out of the exhaust. Pete Pernissiglio. Let's take another shot at that. You're letting them know that you got a little bit of a flame. You might want to get out of that car.
Well, it looks like it's coming from the exhaust pipe. Probably just raw gases burning off inside there.
We're going to take another look at that as we view all the carnage here. Here we go. Keep a look at the right-hand side of your screen here. Jeff Horn has just been passed. Tough to make out what car that is. Oh, we caught it a little bit late. I think he was collected right in there, right into those 2 cars.
No, that could have been worse than what it really was. It looked like he hit the back part of the car instead of the middle where the driver was.
That was Pernissiglio there, and then number 13 possibly at the boat.
Well, being a race fan, it's always tough watching a race car being towed off the racetrack.
Yeah, it's not something you want to see.
You work with a couple of teams, it makes it even worse, so I feel for the drivers out there.
Several lap cars between him and...
It's tough, yeah, even when there's no injuries or damage, when a race night ends, there's nothing worse for a driver than being in the pits while their race is still going on. They're still having trouble with that flame there, and nobody seems concerned. I think you're right. I think it's just fuel that's in the exhaust that's burning off. Okay, we're going to take a break now while they kind of bring things back together and get the cars lined up. Don't go away. This is CVI Sports.
Here's one time it doesn't matter who your neighbor is. here's the other. Life's too short. Stop the hate.
Welcome back to Seekonk Speedway. We're watching midget racing. It's a beautiful shot of another full moon here at Seekonk. Always tough at Seekonk Speedway, full moon night, but so far it's been a relatively clean midget race. There's a shot of Noki Finaro, the current leader. The number 55 car, Steve Craig, that's a lapped car. He's a lap down. Joey Coy, number 94, is in second. The 38B car of Greg Clark is in third. Number 4, Bobby Seymour, is in... Oops. We're getting a report right now that Greg Storr is in the 38B. Okay, thank you. Chris Romano helping us out. Mr. Midget here. He follows the midgets around. He's a reporter that covers them, and that's Greg Storr in the 38B. Thank you.
Bobby Seymour is in fourth in the 4 car. And rounding out the top 5 for Bob Bresco Jr. in the 2.
There we go, looking for a start. There's a challenge from Joey Coy as we get the green. Noki Finaro holds on to the lead. And these are 3 fast cars at the front of the field. We should see some good action now. Hopefully some competitive racing as Noki Finaro opens up a bit of a lead. Being chased by Joey Coy, trying to make a race of it.
Well, Drew Finaro has now moved into the top 10 up to the 8th position in the field for this 50-lap feature event.
Yeah, we definitely want to keep an eye on both Finaros, although Noki's a guy that's running away with it right at the moment. He's had a lot of success at Seekonk Speedway this year and over the years. Joey Coy and the 38B car, Greg Storr, definitely they're the battle at the moment. There's a good shot as the field moves by the start-finish line, but we move back to Noki Finaro in first. And there you see, just coming into your picture and out again, there they are, the 2 cars battling for second place, Joey Coy and Greg Storr. We're at the halfway point now, 25 laps to go. Good shot of the 7X car, that's John Farrell.
That's a great battle for the second spot as Finaro has almost checked out onto the field.
Yeah, that's not unusual there, but that is a good battle for second. We want to try to get a look at that. There are a good 6 to 8 car lanes behind Noki Finaro. There they are. And we'll try to pick that up. But it looks like those 2 cars are going to battle for a while. Jeff Horn in the number 47 and Joey Payne again. The number 2 car of Bob Bresco. He's currently sitting in 5th position, unofficially, of course.
I've been watching Drew, and he hasn't moved up like we all thought he would.
Well, a lot of guys running fast today. 45, that's Drew Finaro there.
That team has been together for a long time, probably 5-8 years now. They've won championships after championship.
And he's run well here in the past as well. I don't know how many secrets his brother Noki's keeping from him. There he is there. But something's working tonight for Noki. He's running away with it. Not that far ahead. Since he's opened up that 6 or 8 car lead, he hasn't really opened it up any more than that. And Coy and Greg Storr are still battling.
Yeah, Noki has about a half straightaway length lead over second and third as they're working their way through the lap traffic.
And all 3 of those top 3 cars, here's Finaro again, all 3 of those top 3 cars are really running open traffic right now. Open track. Open traffic, that'd be difficult. I've never seen that before.
Well, with a full moon, you may just see it tonight.
Yeah, right. Maybe that's my excuse, I think. There they are, there's the shot. Finaro continues to run by himself, running away with it. Well past the halfway point now. You can see his car's working so much better than the cars that he's lapping. He's able to just move right around them without having to worry about staying in his line.
It looks like Greg Store's car may be sparking. I don't know if he has a problem with it, but it was sparking earlier through turns 3 and 4. Store currently running in the 3rd position with Coy up to 2nd.
Once again, there's Noki Finaro.
Noki looks like he's on rails out there. Just
oh yeah, well,
up until that point.
I think there's a bent rail there. Bobby Seymour moving into the infield. Looks like there's a little bit of smoke. Definitely looks like his night is over. Bad news for Bobby Seymour.
That's a tough break because he was currently 3rd in the point standings behind his brother Mike and Drew Finaro. He might have been able to pick up some points here.
Yeah, and he needed it too because Mike Seymour and Drew Finaro were a bit of a distance ahead of him, and it would have been important for him to finish well. Noki Finaro, for him, this is another day at the office.
Looks almost like a slot car out there until he gets in a lap traffic where he has to change his line. But when he's all by himself, that car is just on rails.
Five laps to go in the race now. Noki Finaro trying to take it home here for his 2nd win of the season here at Seekonk Speedway in only 3 tries. Joey Payne, look at that front wheel come up. That's so exciting to watch the midgets here at Seekonk. It's a blast.
Looks like the next time around they'll get the popsicle sticks and 2 laps to go.
Right now, barring any major catastrophe for Noki Finaro, he's going to come home with the victory. One to go for Noki Finaro. Lap 49 of 50. There he comes. Noki Finaro wins the D. Anthony Venditti Memorial Midget event. We'll have to see who the runner-up is and who came in 3rd ultimately. But there's no question about who won the race. Noki Finaro brings it home.
Great job done by Noki. As I remember a few years ago, he was involved in an accident and was out of racing for a couple of seasons. He was able to get all back together, and he's come back here and won at the D.A. Venditti Memorial Race.
Well, it's been a great season for Noki here. And he likes Seekonk, but he's no different than any of the other midget drivers. You talk to midget drivers. Of course, this track was built for midgets, so it's not surprising, but just as exciting now as they've ever been, even as the cars have changed. Noki brings it back to the start-finish line with a wave and a thumbs up. Looks for the checkered flag. There it is.
That's always a great feeling when you get to carry that checkered flag. One more lap around the speedway.
Absolutely. He's developed some skills in doing it. One hand thumbs up, the other hand with the flag.
What do you do with the steering wheel?
Well, in one of these things, your knees are jammed up under the wheel anyway, so you probably just steer with your knees.
I've done that a couple of times with my passenger car.
Yeah, well, you know, these long trips.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Noki Finaro. Great job in his NEMA midget.
He makes one more time around the speedway and we'll pull into the D.A. Venditti Memorial Victory Lane.
And well earned. Good shot as he enters the pits. Motors to a stop.
Well, we want to once again thank the Venditti family and everybody here at Seekonk Speedway for having us. We've had a terrific time.
He looks to go right into the victory lane. He's a little confused. He doesn't know where to go. Okay, we're going to take another break. Don't go away. There's more action to go. See you in a minute. This is CVI Sports.
Read your letters. We get them every week when they don't like something we do, right?
I'm Jack Bucket. You'll be as excited as I am about this remarkable collection of authentic old-time caps. Look at this beauty, an exact replica of the one Ty Cobb wore, hand-stitched in wool, complete with a horsehide headband. Own the caps of Ruth, Musial, DiMaggio, Cobb, Mays, or any of your favorite Hall of Fame players. Only $29.99 each, plus postage and handling. To order, call American Values at 1-800-379-5525.
If you want to turn your car or truck into something really special, you just might need this, or this, or this. If so, you need Zeeks. Zeeks has all kinds of performance parts at great prices to maximize the potential of your car or light truck. Who knows, with enough practice and Zeeks performance parts, you just might be doing this. Zeeks Custom Auto, Route 44, North Dighton, 508-252-4312.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is CVI Sports coverage of auto racing at Seekonk Speedway. Sunday, October 8th, I'm Pete Silva with Tom Ring, and we're witnessing the final Street Stock Division race for the 1995 season. Chris Robbins in the 91 car, your current leader right now. Just saw a car, Tom, in the middle of the pack. See if we get a shot again. Leaking a little bit of fluid. Keep an eye on the starters to see if he gets black flag or not. And there you go. It's the 26 automobile. That is Pete Fernandez, the fourth. In the 26, black flag going out now to the pits. He had a fluid leak of some sort. But it's the 91 car right now. Chris Robbins, your current leader in this street stock division.
That looks like a new car for Pete Fernandez. He's been running a Camaro here early, so maybe he just they weren't quite able to get it together. Right now, that 91 car is being chased by the number 59 car of Jose Ferro Jr. He's a guy who's had some success here. And then Al Clements in the 72 is currently in third. Another good look at Chris Robbins in the field coming around into turn one.
And a huge field it is as they make their way around this circuit for the final Street Stock Division race.
This is a 30-lap feature race. This is a special race for the Street Stocks, part of the Venditti festivities.
And the 72 of Al Clements. You just saw the 38 now in a lot of trouble. 38 of Keith Morrow on his way out. And you were saying, Tom?
I was just going to comment on Keith Morrow. That's another car that has been kind of freshened up, and maybe we should remember the old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it, because those are two cars with some changes made to them that are both out of the race early.
Chris Robbins in the 99, in the 91, excuse me, still with the lead. Clements in the 72 behind him. A lot of damage you see midfield on that 41 car, barely holding itself together. Pete Rhoda driving that automobile.
And he's just locked together with Scott Serenditsky. Serenditsky sporting the shark motif. And it's this division's Jeff Gordon look-alike.
Great shot of the field. Robbins in the 91, Al Clements in the 72. Things are very tight in the top three. There's the 120 of Jeff Waterman.
Another car with new paint. Embassy Harmon just got by him on the outside. There in the 02, that's this year's points championship. Points champion, I'm sorry. Second year in a row for Matt Dewey winning the championship. He's got it wrapped up, but he's well back in the field today. And there's a race again for the lead. Al Clements, having moved into second, is now challenging for first.
Mike Hope in that 9 car wraps up the top 4, and there's a gap between number 4 and number 5 spot here in this Street Stock Division feature. Look at the damage on the Rotus 41 car, Tom.
Well, there's no tomorrow. You go for it today. Any sheet metal, you got all winter to repair it. Absolutely. A lot of these cars actually will probably see their last race today. But look at the job Clements doing trying to get on the inside. That's worth watching.
Al Clements in the orange and white 72.
A little bit of contact there. He started to get just a bit loose.
Again, there's Rotor in the 41. Pieces literally dangling off that car. Clemens in the 72, the 91 right now. Chris Robbins still your leader. Mike Hope now in third place in that white number 9 car. Rounding out the top 4, it's the 59 car. Jose Ferro in that 59.
Clemens, for the time being, is going to keep looking to the inside.
Al Clemens in the 72 still challenging. Now on the infield is the 49. That's Dave Westgate in the 49. They are still under green. Westgate pulls it in deep now. He's not on your screen, but he's pulling it in deep out of the way. And now also is the 63 car on the infield.
That's Kenny Spencer. He's a runner-up in the points at the moment.
The race is still on between Robbins in the 91, Clemens in the 72, Mike Hope in the 9. 1, 2, 3 as you see it.
Westgate's come out onto the track again, but Kenny Spencer's called it a day. We got 10 laps to go as they come around by the start-finish line again, and look at Clemens try to work to get to the inside.
Clemens is being challenged hot and heavy by Mike Hope in the 9 car. Hope has really got himself bearing down on Clemens, and looks like he can't take an advantage if Clemens gets loose again.
Well, that's what he's looking for, I'm sure. He'll try to hold off, not get into Clemens, but just see if he can stay there and be there if Clemens does happen to lose it.
Chris Robbins in the 91, and now you see Pete Roeder in that 41 being black flag. That car is just too dangerous on the track. There are parts that are ready to just drip right off that car, so out he goes with a black flag.
There's your top 3. There's actually a 6-car pack. Jose Ferro, and then Chris McGee, and then 21, the car of Bob Betancourt Jr. Those 6 cars are running nose to tail. There's a good shot of it right there.
And a huge gap between the 6th spot and the 08 car of Russ Bryant. You see some debris left over from Pete Roeder's car up on turn 4. Out of the way though. Look at them go. Single file down the back straight into turn 4 now with 5 laps to go. Serenditsky in the 53 gets loose. There is debris everywhere.
Also involved there, Dave Furtado. There you see Furtado's car.
We've got pieces of automobile everywhere, and Mike Hope gets a little loose there as things slow down.
Sean Sylvia is also leaving the track. He was involved in that in some capacity.
No, that happened behind him. Look at Serenditsky's car.
A lot of damage on Serenditsky's a little Shark 53.
Yeah, the Shark was bitten that time.
Hoping he can get somebody to buy it, as he wants to sell and rebuild for next year.
We'll take a look at the leaders right here. While we get a chance, number 91 is still in the lead. Chris Robbins. Al Clements III is in 2nd position at the moment. The number 9 car of Mike Hope is in 3rd. Jose Farrell's in 4th. Chris McGee in 5th. Bob Betancourt. Russ Bryant. Hennessy Harmon. Jeff Waterman. That's how they run right now.
On the back straight, we'll see there's Serenditsky in the 53, also on the back straight. You haven't seen it yet, is the 05 car of Eddie Plant. Waiting for a push. Look at that. Serenditsky in that 53 car. The front end being checked out right now. He will drive off to the pits.
Yeah, he was hoping they'd be able to maybe tear off some sheet metal and allow him to stay on the track, but the officials didn't feel that was a wise thing to do, so they have him leave the track so they can make some repairs.
This will change things around, but a lot of these cars
were 05 now being pushed in.
Right now, this is going to put Sonny Clemens up along.
Well, why don't we take this opportunity to take a quick break? There's plenty more action to go, though. This is CVI Sports.
Well, he hasn't been able to get a rhythm going on the outside, but Mike Hope is the number 9. Sits right behind him.
Getting accepted to college wasn't easy. But Tony kept his nose in the books, studied hard for the SATs, yet he faced an even tougher problem: how to pay for it all. The answer? The Air National Guard. While serving his country and community, Tony's getting the benefits of tuition assistance, the Montgomery GI Bill, and a steady paycheck. the Air National Guard.
Al Rodriguez, the starter, has done a tremendous job this year, filling in for Ron Manfredo, the regular starter all season long after Ron's injury.
That's Rusty Bryant, who's currently in fourth position. I want to mention him. Mostly because he's going to run for the lead immediately.
And Mike Hope, speaking of the lead, takes the lead in the number 9 car. Gets down underneath, or away rather, from the 91 of Chris Robbins. So it's Hope and Robbins. And the 08 on the outside of Robbins is Russ Bryant, as Tom just mentioned.
He's running a little loose. The 120, that black car, there you see Jeff Waterman, who's also challenging up at the front of the field. Sparky Osinoff, the number 96, is currently in 6th position.
And off the track, oh, there it is on our screen. We see the number 46 car now going out to the pits.
Wow, great job for those guys to keep that together. That looked like imminent disaster.
Waterman, really, he got tapped. Waterman got tapped. He gets a little loose. Arsenal bumped him in the rear. He recovered. But Mike Hope in the 9 car is your leader right now. The 08 car of Bryant with 2 laps to go. The focus is on these 2 drivers. Mike Hope has done a great job of hanging on to his lead as they make their way down the rear stretch. The 08 of Bryant still challenging Mike Hope.
One to go. These are 2 cars that haven't exactly had fantastic seasons here this year, so they're both trying to finish on a high note.
Oh my goodness! Bryant in the 08 gets into Hope. Mike Hope recovers though. A great driving job. And he takes the checker flag. Mike Hope recovering with a tremendous job after Rusty Bryant got into the side of him. But he did a fabulous job of straightening himself out and getting himself across the start-finish line, Tom.
Boy, that's good to see because that would have been a low note. And, you know, after Bryant getting into Hope and almost turning him around, it's nice to see that Mike Hope was able to hold it together. He as of the beginning of the day, was in 32nd in street stock points, so he needed some good news, and it's good to see he got it.
Certainly
with his victory.
Absolutely a confidence builder for him as he goes into the long winter. There you see Mike Hope, the long winter with his crew. There is no hibernating during the winter for any of these drivers in their crews. That is when they plan and get ready for the next season. We'll see a replay now of Mike's win as he takes his victory lap in that 9 car.
Yeah, we'll want to see this again, the final moments for the street stocks. Right now, Russ Bryant was in pretty good shape, although he had seemed to be running really well to the outside. And, whoa, he locked the brakes up. Obviously, he, as they say, he overcooked it into turn 3. And, you know, really wasn't anything deliberate. He just was really running as fast as he could and realized he wasn't going to, you know, he just went into the corner too fast and locked the brakes up. And
he was absolutely bound to go broadside into Mike Hope. He was going too fast, had nowhere to go, locked it up. Hope got wind of that, probably got tapped a little bit, and you see
well, he's trying to find that last little bit of speed.
A happy driver, Mike Hope, indeed. With the thumbs up. Wrapping off the street stock division's 1995 season here at Seekonk Speedway. 50 years of great racing.
If you want to turn your car or truck into something really special, you just might need this, or this, or this. If so, you need Zeeks. Zeeks has all kinds of performance parts at great prices to maximize the potential of your car or light truck. Who knows, with enough practice and Zeeks performance parts, you just might be doing this. Zeeks Custom Auto, Route 44, North Dighton, 508-252-4312.
Thank you once again for rejoining us, ladies and gentlemen. This is Auto Racing at Seekonk Speedway, courtesy of CVI Sports. I'm Pete Silva with Tom Ring. Tom, we're looking at the truck division right now.
Yeah, we're going to take a good look at them. Their feature race, the last race of the year for the trucks, they've started to bring together enough trucks to make a decent class out of this. There are 5 trucks with us today. I think they've had 10 so far have made an appearance. And the trucks that are here have definitely done a good job, and they're nice pieces of equipment, so it'll be fun to watch this division grow in the future here at Seekonk.
Absolutely, and it is the final day of racing for the 1995 season as we are part of the D. Anthony Venditti Memorial Festival of Racing. Sunday afternoon, October 8th. On the pole is the 92 of Turk Gunbay, and the 0 is Joe Putnam. The number 1 is Billy Clark, the number 7, Vernon Belcher, the number 24 is Ray Soulier. Is it back, or rather they are under green, and we are back underway. Turk Gunbay in the 92 car now. The 0 getting outside of the Gunbay truck. 0 now taking the lead as they go into the turn 3 deep. Putnam in that 0 getting around Turk Gunbay's 92 truck as Turk Gunbay drops back off the pace.
And you see there's Billy Clark up on the outside as Putnam drops back. Billy Clark takes the lead. Billy Clark, of course, he's been great racing here off and on for years. This guy's older than dirt, I guess, when it comes to racing at Seekonk Speedway. He built a really nice truck, though, and this is a truck that's been running near the front for the entire season. He's going to finish second in the points. Did a good job. This is not like the Formula 4s. There's a lot of modification that is allowed with these trucks, and a lot of work has been done on this particular machine. And of course, fighting them in second place right now, the number 24 truck, Ray Soulier, and of course every division needs somebody who paints his vehicle like Jeff Gordon, and there he is.
And that rainbow-colored number 24 truck, as they both battle it out, they are way ahead of the rest of the field. There is nothing between them and third place. So the real fight is going on right now for first and second.
I get a kick out of Soulier's car. He's really taking it to an extreme. He has the DuPont-esque oval with Shady Tree Auto Sales painted into it, so he really wanted this thing to look like Jeff Gordon's vehicle.
Ray Soulier in the 24 still challenging Billy Clark in that maroon and white number 1 truck. Making their way down the front straight now in this fledgling division here at Seekonk Speedway. There you got a shot of the 7 truck now getting sideways all by himself, losing it. Vernon Belcher in that number 7 back underway, but not before he lost a little more time.
So you're looking to challenge on the outside, trying to get around Billy Clark.
Ray Soulier in the 24, still going way up high now. Very, very high. Clark in the 1, still able to maintain that inside groove. The truck division brand new for 1995. This again is their season-ending race. Starting small, the very first race literally was a drag race. There were only 2 trucks in division. We've seen as many as 8 at one time in a race here. With 2 laps to go as they make their way down the front straight. There's the back, the back straight. There's the number 1 of Clark now. Almost going single file. 1 lap to go. Billy Clark on the inside of that number 1 truck. Soulier in the 24 still challenging. Going way up high, but Clark's really tenacious about that inside groove. It's a drag race down the front straight. Here they come out of turn 4. Neck and neck from our vantage point. It looked like Billy Clark by a nose, but we don't have an official word yet.
Nice job by Soulier. He really was kind of sizing Clark up to see if he had enough when he had to move to the outside coming out of 4. And it looks like at this point he almost got the job done. But I would say, I agree with you, Pete. Looks like Billy Clark was able to do it.
And Billy Clark it is. We'll look for a CVI Sports replay right now as we see Billy Clark. And here's the replay. Down the back straight they go. Into turn 3. On the inside, you see the number 1 of Billy Clark. On the outside, it's Ray Soulier.
Soulier moves to the outside, tries to pick up a little bit extra momentum. He doesn't have to worry about setting up for turn 1. This is the last lap. And as they cross the finish, it's
tremendously close, huh?
Yeah, Billy Clark by a bumper.
Well, we're getting ready to go for 30 laps.